From all accounts, if you see, the security situation is a cause of concern. Every day there are encounters in which people are being killed. Security forces are also laying down their lives. There is no area in Kashmir that is free from militancy. So it is obviously a matter of concern. There is very little economic activity, barring a bit of tourism. Other than that, the economy is in shambles. Unemployment is at record levels today. J&K has perhaps the highest or the second highest levels of unemployment in the entire country. So, I've just finished a series of meetings with my Youth National Conference colleagues, and all of them have the same feedback, that the youngsters, particularly in Kashmir, are deeply distressed today. Religious freedom is one of the hallmarks of a democracy. And India rightly claims to be the largest democracy in the world. We are a large democracy, but a democracy cannot just be in word. A democracy must be in deeds also. Freedom to practice one's religion is one of the hallmarks of a vibrant democracy. And therefore, these sort of steps that are taken to impinge on religious freedom, what one wears, how one prays, how one eats, how is that anybody else's business? How I choose to pray is my business. It's between me and my God. What I choose to wear is between me and my God. How I choose to eat is between me and my God. I don't get to tell anybody else how they should do it. So why should somebody tell me? And I think this is unfortunate. This sort of attempt to, this move to control, this atmosphere of intolerance. It doesn't bode well for this country, because we are a large country. We are a diverse country. We are not a country of one religion. We are not a country of one culture. We are not a country of one language. We are, what makes the idea of India is its diversity. And we sell this democracy in the rest of the world when we go and talk. When our leaders go and talk in the United Nations, when they go and talk to international leaders, they talk about India's diversity.
Do you think whole country is facing this challenge?
No, I don't want to speculate about the timing of the elections. The timing of the elections will be determined by the Election Commission in consultation with Government of India. I simply believe that in order to safeguard J&K and in order to stop some of the dangerous trends that have developed in J&K, particularly after 5th August 2019, it's important that forces like the PAGD put up a united front. That is purely my individual opinion. I am not an office bearer of the PAGD, and therefore it is not my decision to make. But certainly, as an office bearer of the National Conference, it is an opinion I have, and it's an opinion that, if asked, I will share. Nobody can predict who the next CM will be. Nobody, I think it would be foolish for any political party to predict how people will vote. And if there's one thing I've learnt in my years in politics, voters hate to be taken for granted. Therefore, I think the BJP would be better advised to stop making predictions like this. Leave the decision to the people. People will decide what they want. And if the DDC polls are anything to go by, then it will not be an easy task for the BJP. Well, obviously, changes in Pakistan do have an impact on Indian foreign policy, and particularly for Jammu and Kashmir. So far, on the line of control, the ceasefire has held. That is something that we welcome. Unfortunately, a conducive climate for dialogue has not yet been established. And I believe responsibility for that rests with both countries. Both India and Pakistan must create a climate conducive for dialogue. That responsibility doesn't just rest with India. India has concerns that Pakistan must also take into consideration. There is a new Prime Minister there. In the past, we have seen that when Prime Minister Modi visited Pakistan, he visited when Nawaz Sharif was Prime Minister. Now Nawaz Sharif's brother is the Prime Minister. Perhaps this gives us an opening. If this is an opening and it can be taken advantage of, then yes, we would definitely welcome that.